Hey everyone, I just got my Sterling ink order. Actually, it's my second order. I ordered this one after my initial order within an hour or so. I did not stay up early. I'm on the West Coast, so when her products went on sale, I think at 7 a.m. I want to think. The paper test one was at 5 a.m. and I think this one was 7. Anyway, I waited. I slept in because I'm a night owl, so I didn't order till like maybe 11 or noon on Sunday. And first I ordered some booklets. I don't expect them to be in here at all because they said they haven't shipped yet, which is fine. I think she's waiting to the booklets to be probably later this week. But I did want to unbox this real quick. It's not going to be a long video. This is kind of my backup one, I guess. Because I am still a little nervous about the A5 Twines and paper. We'll see. I'm hoping that one works out, but this is kind of a backup to that. And if I don't end up using this one, then I'll sell it. So this is just a single A5 that I got an A5 last year. Last year I got the A5 caramel with white edges. So I'm just grabbing it real quick right here. This is the freebie I got from my Dandelion Diaries, but I got the 2024 A5, but it was the full. And I am not using all these pages, and I didn't get the gold. But this year, let's see, definitely the thinner one. I can tell by the box. And I'm glad, I'm trying to think. I don't think I got a box last year. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. The 2025 A5 year compact, full year, and I got the linen. So I was going to get the caramel, but I wanted to try something a little different. Oh, and this is the board I got. Really pretty. But yeah, I thought, well, why not the linen? If for some reason I end up selling it, I will put it back in this plastic case, but oh, that has a feeling to it. This is what I was curious about. It's like your mind says it's going to feel like fabric. This is kind of hard to get out of here too. Okay. So, okay. That is something. I also was wondering if the moire, the pattern, would show up okay on camera. I did notice in some of... okay. I don't know how I feel about the texture of this. I am very, tactile oriented. I want to say like it feels like there's a coating on this. Now this is very floppy. Very, very floppy. I don't know what that is. Let's see. I don't know if I could handle this every day, without a cover. I do think it's really pretty. I've been ordering everything in like gold and sand colors. I got my phone that way. I got paper test that way. It's just, I did an oopsie when I ordered the A5 Twines and paper. I ordered honey and I thought the honey was the light one, but the honey is the dark one. So I'm just getting what I'm getting there. But that's kind of what I like, the color combo, the gold and, but this, okay, so it's not fabric at all. It looks like fabric. It feels like oily fabric. Like I'm expecting to have a residue after I touch this. I think I could get used to it. It's like super soft. It's like your hands almost kind of sink down into it. I think it's just totally an optical illusion here. It's quite floppy. Compared to last year. Okay, was not expecting that at all. Let me get this out here, and I was going to take the cover off of my old one here. And I don't, I usually have a cover on mine. So this is very much what you would expect. You feel a little texture. It is stiffer. This is definitely stiffer. But there's nothing that makes this feel oily. This just feels like textured and dry, and nothing feels like it's coming off on your skin. This, I can't tell if I want to keep touching it or not. Like, I don't, maybe there's a little residue on there. I don't know. It's really interesting. I would love to hear what people think of the tweed. This is, I don't think this was very high in what people were getting, like very popular. Let's see if I can show here, like, you can see when this was stamped, there is, I can only get so close here. Yeah, right here. You can see in the stamp. Oh, and I apologize. My lawn service is here. So I thought they were mostly done, but I think they're about to go through one last time and do all the cleanup. You can see here that it's kind of like that faux, like leather kind of stamped into there. And then here you can see like it's that faux linen kind of stamped in there. It's pretty. Like, I'm really glad I got this color because I also have a dark cover. Here, I'm just taking everything out of my cover for a moment. This is interesting. I have this dark cover. I love it. It's, I was going to say it's my only Gillio, but I do have one like TN, but that I don't use. So I wanted something to contrast this. And it is a little bit more, like I was hoping for it to be a little bit more creamy, and it has a slight yellowy, almost greenish hue, at least in this light. Yeah, I'm not looking at this in daylight, but I just wanted a contrast, and I do still like, I don't have any regrets getting this. I'm trying to tell if like I am going to absolutely need a cover. Let me get my clear covers. Okay, so I do have, this clear cover is like the jelly one. I think that's a Lauren Phelps, but this is the 5-year, which is like the same size as my current one. So that's a thicker one. I thought maybe I put my thinner one on there. This is the one I was showing that I folded to use on a TN for a while, I believe. Or that I thought what I ordered at one point was, let's see, was a clear, actually this might be it, a clear compact, I think that's it. Because I just bought some of her old clear covers, and I'm like, I definitely want a compact. And this is a Lauren Phelps. Which one is this? I want to say one of them is longer than the other. No, these look like the same ones. Sometimes I just put the Lauren Phelps one, I think, had a design on it. I don't think I got them plain. So I think right here, here we go. Because the very first one I got, if you see that difference, was a full year, and I used it. So this is the longer one on top. And I used it folded because this was always kind of folded in here. And then I used it like that. So that's, I kind of interchanged that one. This one should be, because I didn't order it that long ago. It may be that I need to stretch this one because this was one of her older ones. But it's for the A5 compact. And it could have been that some sizes were, yeah, they're using the weed whacker right outside my window here. They should be finishing up soon. They had to use the industrial mower out there because it's raining here in the Seattle area, and it's like thick grass out there because it's still growing a bit. Let's see, it's just caught on the corner there. Now, just kind of ease this in, and we'll see if this is one of the ones that got really shrunk or not. Because I wasn't able to test because I didn't have an A5 compact. Let's see. Yeah, so this is one of the ones that definitely will need like a little, this is what was happening. This is why she stopped selling them. I'll need to like stretch it out a little bit, but yeah, this is my Sterling Ink compact for A5. She's going to have a totally different and new vendor. Don't really want to hurt the back there, but I would definitely use a cover with this. I'm just thinking, I love smooth. I just got a new smooth phone case. So let's see, I'm just checking something here. But wow, I did not expect it to feel like that. I would love to hear other people in the Sterling Ink group chime in and say like what they feel about the texture of this. As someone who's neurodivergent and very texture, like I don't have huge aversions. I don't think I could touch this every day though. Okay. It does feel like fabric if it just didn't feel like almost a little oily. I'm trying to see how, I'm sure there's going to be people who, I haven't even looked at the middle of this yet, who will describe it a little better than I have. But that's just my first impression. So, and then I got the new September ones. I didn't get any September. I have like most of the other months, but then I just kind of stopped. I think around April. This is not my favorite design. I really loved how people were getting like the painted ones. Probably those were going out in like the first orders. I don't think I would have used this if it had different artwork on it either. Like, you know, because I use the ones on the inside. And yeah, the gold edging will you'll have to separate out the pages. But like I would use this because this is all in one and this is where I'm looking. But I think there's some really pretty pencil boards that people are making out of those. And just, you know, you got to separate these out. Everything, I actually wasn't going to get this because everything is darker and all the weekends are shaded in, and I don't really like that so much. But it really is usable that way. You can tell the days of the week a lot better. And here too. Oh, I was going to say, why is it light gray? That's because it's just shining through from the back. I thought there was like, when I lift it up, they only have like the dark gray. But if you kind of see how the shading from the other side shines through. And then these are darker. The numbers are a little easier to read. And there is a usability thing to that. I do think it's important. It is nice to have it lighter. Let me try to be careful with this. In case I sell it, I have a feeling though that I'm going to use it. So if I stick a case on it, whew, I don't know how to, like, it's consistent. So it's not like part of it got wet or damaged. It has nothing to do with that. I don't think it's damaged at all. I think this is just what it is. It's almost velvety. I would say it's almost velvety, which is weird for linen. Like, again, you can see kind of like that linen texture on there. But yeah, it's a whole lot floppier than my one from last year. That's interesting. I am glad it's thinner because there's still like a bunch of pages back here. I did end up using notes pages probably as much, like for as much as is in here. That's probably the total amount that I will use this year. Like, it is 117, 119, something like that. I think it's 119 here. Yeah, 119 extra pages, and that's plenty for me. I don't do daily planning. I look at the weeks mostly. I use these as notes and ideas, and if I just take one planner with me, then then I have somewhere to write some notes. I'm just kind of seeing how far it goes here. It goes till the 4th of next year. It does help to kind of like do this to separate out all the pages a bit. And yeah, these edges come kind of scratched, and that's just normal. Like, that's pretty nice there, but there is like discoloring here, and that's just how they come. Like, there's nothing wrong with it at that point. Because they're going to get used. Yeah. There's no perfection to that. So, yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Just with how it feels. Let's see, I could use this as early as 12:30. And then it has the January extra, and then it also has the December before, so it's 14 months. You've all seen these. So it's no surprise with all this. I am just kind of shocked with the texture. I would love to hear if you got a tweed, what kind of texture it is. Does it feel... I'm trying to think if it feels like something is... It doesn't feel like a paper towel. It does not. That has like much bigger bumps. Paper towel to me is more like the bumpy leather or the fake leather from last year. This is like linen to me is, it can be this fine. But again, it just feels like there's like a little bit of a fuzziness. Like, it feels more velvety. And I know that can bother some people. There was the Magic of Eye had a new one this year. I contemplated getting, but mostly in Magic of Eye, I was doing some business planning, and now I'm going to use the new paper tests for business planning. So I'm not going to get a Magic of Eye this year. And they came out with a blue velvet, and I was like, I don't know if I can like handle that. I don't mind velvet. I use, like, I have a blankets that are not velvet, but they're, oh, what is it called? I'm looking right at it, but it's the typical like fleece, or not fleece, but you know, the soft blankets that everyone gets for cheap. Like when I drag my hand, I feel like there's a resistance. And on linen, you don't really feel that. You feel kind of this lightness. Like if I go just a little bit, like if I put my hand lightly, it feels like it. But when I like really rub my hand on this, it feels more like velvet. Like it has that friction. And it's because the texture is so fine. Yeah, I do want to see this in daylight. I do still think it's beautiful. I do think I'll still end up using it, but I will put a plastic cover on it. I would love to hear from you. Who has gotten linen and who has gotten tweed? And I would love to hear what you think of the texture. If you share that on social media somewhere, share a link down below. I would love to hear, even if you give like a little video demonstration or some kind, link to it. I think I need to see I might need to do a search to see who got linen and what they think of this. I'm trying to, what does this feel like? It feels soft. And it feels like, I think like, yeah, it just feels kind of like the fabric got some oil in it and it didn't come out, but it's very consistent. That's all. That's the best way I can describe it. I will keep you all informed. I think Twines and Paper was about to ship out their B6. She had shown a stack of orders. I mean, that was a pile of orders. That's just regular paper printouts that deep. So, and I know like my order number is probably in the middle somewhere. So I expect it maybe towards the end of October. It's going to take a while. So, and I'm not even going to use a B6 this year. That was a pre-order because there was like nothing else. And I'm like, fine, I'm used to a B6 and I would rather use a hybrid. But the hybrid should be pretty thin, just like this one. I mean, if for some reason I end up using these because they are two different verticals for two different things, I could fit them both in here because there is plenty of room. This is very thin. I've been using my thicker one in here. So I could, once I get the A5, probably late November of the hybrid, it'd probably fit in there because the hybrid does not have dailies. It has had some note pages, very similar to this. I would just expect it to be about the same size. So that's it. Let me know. Let me know. I would love to hear from you because that was quite a surprise. And does that make you kind of double think if you had linen on your list? I don't think many people did. I think a lot of people were going for the purple, the maroon, what was it called? Plum, and the tweed and the caramel are all like top sellers. Black. I'm just wondering if this is kind of like what people felt with the black one. She was saying that there's some people who just cannot buy the black ones, and I thought it was a little bit because of the texture. Again, I think you can cover it up with a cover. Let's see. I'm wondering about, this one's just a little dirty, but I think I might put this on here. I would love to hear what people think. This one's going to be too big because it's for the full year, but that's what I was doing. I was recommending people size up. Oh, this is the folded side. Let's flip it. Because I was using Sterling ink if you wanted to use her old covers, and I was fine with it. I would put a compact on a booklet, and it had like some good, nice extra room on there, and I would use a full size on a compact like this, and I think they're totally like usable. This is my first compact, so that's why I'm just kind of trying this out here and seeing. I got this one initially pretty early on, so I don't think this got affected. It's just, it got a little mush because I was using the TN with it. I think this was, I got it and it sat in my house and it did not sit in hers. Now see, that fits almost perfectly. There is like a little extra room. You can see, like, if I pull this kind of here, there's just like a little bit of a bubble here, but this one fits way better. And that's probably how I would use it, is like that. So yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, let me know. I'm going to play around. I'm not going to permanently put this in here. It's possible I may go with the hybrid, or I might go with this one. One or the other has a vertical, and I need a big A5 vertical. So I'll let you guys know. Take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.